Hey everyone, hope you had a wonderful week. I am actually recording this from Austin, Texas. I'm here for the Austin Festival. So I'm excited to dive into your questions. I have them all on my computer. Let's get to it. All right, first question. Did you create the character Matthew to show a different perspective during the pandemic from the Tara Dippin brothers? And the answer is yes. There were lots of people who did display extraordinary acts of kindness. They were so nice. They were so giving and supportive of other people. And I wanted to show the other side. And the pandemic, I think, really brought out a lot of different character traits of people. You know, we had some people who really just went out of their way to help other people. We had the hoarders, of course, the people who hoarded all the supplies. But I wanted to show a mix. Okay, great question. Next question. Did you really experience an incident like that, the one that happened on Nextdoor? Well, I did not experience it, but there were definitely lots of cases of people who really didn't want to go to Chinese restaurants. Chinatown itself was devastated by the pandemic. It's still really trying to recover, struggling to recover. So if you have a Chinatown in your community and you like Chinese food, you like dim sum and dumplings, I highly encourage you to go and visit, support small businesses. Okay, another question. Were you ever stuck in a similar situation where you had to go somewhere pretty far away and you didn't have anyone to watch your kids? And the answer is yes, absolutely. It was really hard during the pandemic to get babysitters. I finally resorted to online babysitters who were people who would watch my kids in front of a computer screen. That was interesting. That was really funny. Sometimes my kids would totally disregard them and just roam around. But we gave that a shot. Okay, another question. Did you really have to go to New York for an interview? And the answer is no, I did not have to go to New York. We were able to do everything virtually, which was great. Another question, will your kids and your dog ever join the videos to say hi? I would love that. You know what? Maybe we should do that next week. I've just been traveling a lot. They've also been, at track practice or trumpet, doing something. And so they haven't really been able to pop on and say hi, but I would love that. Was there somebody during this period of time that gave your family supplies like masks and rubbing alcohol? And the answer is yes, there was. My friend Lindsay, and she is Auntie Jackie in the book, she gave me a lot of supplies and she made it possible for all of us to stay safe. I don't know how she got them, but I think she had a really great local hardware store that still sold masks. And so she would buy them and share them with us. Did you really name your son after a beach? I did not name my son after a beach, but my son Tilden is named after Tilden Park, which is a real park in Berkeley, California, and I love that park. Can you explain why authors often write under a pseudonym? Great question. So a lot of authors do write under a pen name or a pseudonym. I think it is because they want to protect their privacy a little bit. So much of our information is online that sometimes you think it's a little dangerous. People could use it to open up a bank account or something. So that's probably the reason why some authors write under a pseudonym. Is CJ Axel based on a real person? And the answer is yes. Something like that did happen to me in real life. I want you to keep reading the rest of the book before we're able to talk about it, and maybe we can talk about it during our book live event. Okay, another question. Did you actually know how to make hand sanitizer? Did your family help you make some? Great question. I don't think we made hand sanitizer. I'm trying to think. Did we make hand sanitizer? We definitely made face masks. So I realized that we were running out and we had to stitch them from a t-shirt. We actually ended up donating some to local hospitals. Some hospitals asked for homemade masks and anyone could donate, and so I mailed a bunch. Another question, were you really worried about not having enough masks for your family? And the answer is yes, very, very worried about that. It was critical to stay safe during that time, and yeah, it was really hard to find. Final question, were your kids really given a box of free masks when there weren't any available? And the answer was yes, my friend Lindsay was so nice and she gave us masks. I remember sometimes going to a grocery store or wherever, and sometimes they would share them, and that was so beautiful and lovely. Thank you so much for all your questions this week. I can't wait for you guys to keep reading and send me your questions next week. Bye everyone.